Ferrari may be onto something here. Removing paint for weight saving? No, no, no. Removing the driver's organs. Ah. So the 2024 Australian Grand Prix wasn't a complete snooze fest, especially for those of us waking up at 4 a.m. in the UK this morning, and it is time to go through the best memes to have a bit of a laugh at a non-Max Verstappen race win in 2024. Charles Leclerc on his way to get his appendix removed after seeing Sainz's performance. I feel like everyone is about to jog to their local doctor to see about getting their appendix removed, because clearly it's worked for him. I tweeted this at the end of the race. Appendicitis creating great Formula 1 race memories and lore since 2022. Like, remember the domino effect that Albon's appendicitis had in 2022, and already it's created a bit of a domino, at least a singularity domino of Sainz recovering and then coming back to a race win. The other bit of unfortunate lore, though, is this stat of every time Carlos Sainz has won, Russell's crashed out the Grand Prix that he's won in. That is actually uncanny. So, for those Carlos Sainz fans out there, how much are you willing to pay George Russell to crash out at every other Grand Prix? Also, by the way, this tweet from Alpine's got to be the tweet of the day from one of the F1 teams. This was when Verstappen was going out the race, and they've gone double overtake on Verstappen. Like, fair play. They're in a very bad spot, Alpine. For the first time ever today, in today's race, they actually ran in the points, and that was just because they were out of sync of the pit stops, basically, with Gasly. But it's good that they can laugh at themselves, because if you can't, then they're just going to be depressed. Double overtake on Verstappen. You're going to take what you can. The face you make when you know you're getting defreezed soon. We had this last time for Saudi Arabia, people just cooking Ricciardo, and it's continued because Yuki got points. Yuki did a stellar job. He got points, and this ha-ha man was nowhere near them. F2. I wish race engineers had this kind of gall in F1. Fair play. Just tell it how it is. Just tell it how it is. That engineer took no BS. Like, look, mate, if you were faster, you'd be ahead. But you're not. So, suck it up. Oh, this is absolute waffle. Against all the odds, Max Verstappen takes pole position at the Australian Grand Prix. Max fighting against all the odds. Who is bro fighting? Bro's fighting thin air. That is about it. Priorities, Max after the race. Sorry I'm late, guys. Had to set my car on fire just to get into the sim race. Together again, but something feels different. The Bottas Hamilton Verstappen combo. It's hitting different in 2024. It's not the same as the Bottas Hamilton Verstappen combo we were getting in 2019, was it? Oh, this is iconic.
Happy birthday to Alexander Albon and his present Logan Sargent's car.
That is raucous commentary. This guy doesn't have a seat for next year. Yeah, Sainz said it himself. He's jobless at the moment, but he's doing all he can. And I tweeted this, he is putting himself right in the shop window. Surely he has got to be in the conversation for a top seat. Yeah, Red Bull maybe, or Merc at least, or the talks of Aston somewhere that might not be Sauber to become Audi, because that's very long term. He's gonna have to suck up not going for race wins, but he deserves a top seat. He deserved to not be fired, really, based off last year's performance in the Ferrari, but, things happen. Lap 35 and Max Verstappen is back in the race. Yep, he's online, playing iRacing. I'm actually surprised Team Redline didn't boot up a stream once he was out. Osama bin Russell strikes again. Verstappen DNF, Hamilton DNF, Russell F's it up on the last lap. He loves a good little late DNF, doesn't he? In all caps, Max Verstappen's car smoking. F yeah. The absolute limbs, okay? And if you're an RB fan or a Verstappen fan, you might be going, oh, yeah, of course, or whatever. Give us a break. When you've got this level of dominance, you are going to celebrate when that person doesn't win. Even, let's be real, the race wasn't even that much of a great race. It was just nice to have a non-Verstappen RB win, and just nice to not have the gap between P1 and P2 be 25 seconds.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought?
Not me.
We're gonna have a new winner. Everyone's very excited. It's happening. Everyone stay calm, but also soak it in, because it may be another couple of months before we get a new winner. I hope not, but it might be. What a bunch of chat. I'm so happy these guys got on the TV there. I'm sure they were just stood there like, please, come on, cameraman. Swivel around to us. And they got their moment of glory. And this was in the last dying stages of the race. So this was Ferrari 1-2. And they panned to this. Brilliant. In the year of our Lord and Savior 2024, I just saw Max Verstappen be the first retirement of a race. He'll get sacked for underperforming as De Vries did, right? Right? Ricciardo and De Vries coming together. De Vries showing him, this is where I come to cry. Join me. Join me. Leclerc watching Max DNF the one race he messes up qualifying and he can't take advantage. Carlos was there. He was there to pick up the pieces, even with the appendix on the men. Gunther Steiner there was a really awkward moment when he was interviewing Charles. I don't know if it was just because he couldn't hear properly or he couldn't even understand Gunther's accent. So it was a little bit awkward there. I saw people not that enthused by Gunther making the interviews, but I enjoyed it. It's the fucking legend. Ferrari may be onto something here. Removing paint for weight saving? No, no, no. Removing the driver's organs. Ah. Second time this happens, Verstappen messes up, Sainz P1, Norris podium, Russell crashes. It's the circle of F1 life. Ferrari's actually opening up a new R&D department here. I wonder what other organs a human can survive without. This is, you know what? They're rebuilding F1 24 driver career mode this year from the ground up. Maybe we're going to see a new R&D category. Surgery on ourselves to remove organs? We sacrifice Verstappen for nothing. Max retires from the race at lap 3. This means we get an exciting race, right? Right? As much as it was exciting and made it worthwhile to wake up just to kind of see a non-Verstappen win and a Ferrari 1-2. Obviously, for me, I loved seeing Lando on the podium as well. It wasn't a great race, and more I'm seeing this discourse of us having to discuss, really, has this era of cars really made racing better? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. When iRacing schedule a 12-hour race and you have to work that weekend. Max secretly fuming he couldn't enter the iRacing 12-hour race. What a graphic. Unbelievable graphic. He's not passed at all. P8 for Sonoda. Ricciardo P18 in yesterday's quali. Oh, it's not looking great. You big up the Yuki massive. Come on. He's cooking in my career mode, and now he's cooking in real life. Come on. What freedom from the regime does to an MF. Inside, you are two Valtteri Bottas's. Either him at Merc, him released from the PR machine of Merc, and he's just doing whatever the hell he wants. This was an interesting advert, to say the least, for Valtteri, if you haven't seen it. Williams, we don't have a favourite driver. They're both equal. And then this is just Williams' home office. A massive photo of Albon and a tiny... Doesn't even have a frame for Logan Sargent. Absolutely raucous that they made what is basically an F1 manager sort of call to give Alex Logan's car after Alex was the one who crashed. And then in the end, it didn't matter. Alex didn't score points. But obviously, yeah, let's be real. I don't think Logan would have been anywhere near scoring points either. But it's also a ridiculous situation to be in, which even James Vowles and Williams were saying, you know, it's not what they wanted to do. They were taking massive risks, not having a spare chassis in order to try and maybe gamble a bit, and the gamble did not pay off. Rumours are heating up. You can't bring glory to Ferrari, we know, but he can. Adrian, look. I'm not buying into it. I just don't see him leaving. But if he did, that would be incredible. Newey at Ferrari. Aussie F1 fans this weekend. I don't want to play with you anymore. We've got Piastri now, okay? We don't need you. Williams' second driver experience. First time? Huh? Robert Kubica's all been there. Sergei Sorokin's been there as well. Fred is such a chaotic man. Oh, he's... I saw this. He just casually signed Liam Lawson's shoulder as he is signing with fans here, just for no good reason. What was Lawson's reaction? He must be just so confused. He's just going, what the hell is Fred on? He's actually, Fred's amazing. He's a really likable character. It's really great he's actually in charge of Ferrari. It's a great juxtaposition because Ferrari sometimes in the past took themselves way too seriously. So it's nice, you know, in recent years they've kind of got back, they've got into the meme culture on social media. They've got people like Fred, who is a great character in interview. Reporter, lots of young mum and kids watching. Any message for them? Keep making babies. Why is that your first thought? Sergeant handing over his car to Albon for the weekend. He's just only parked up and they're just pulling him out, yanking him out. That's exactly what happened. Logan parked up and James Vowles was there just to pull him out and plonk Albon in. It was revealed earlier in the week that Williams keep track of their spare parts on Excel, and clearly this weekend, this was what the Excel spreadsheet looked like. Albon, check. Logan Sargent, check. Duracell batteries, check. Spare chassis, about that. Bro's never behind. Joe Guan News Radio, Verstappen behind, and he's just got, yeah, it's too late, guys. You completely missed it. He's already passed me. Thanks for nothing, engineer. Poor Gasly. I used to drive for Red Bull. Sure, Grandma. Let's get you back to bed. That was, no. That does seem like absolute years ago now that Gasly was in a Red Bull. I mean, I suppose it has been years, but it seems like a lifetime ago now that Gasly was in Red Bull. Like, so much has happened since then. At Williams HQ, Albon's lunch, Sargent's lunch. It's all in the fine details as well. This has literally been cut from this piece of bread. So quite literally, this is mimicking what we saw in real life. Logan's car to Albon. Are they finally burying their trash car? This was incredible. When it rains, it pours for Alpine. You can't make this stuff up. In such a torrid season they're having, there was some sort of sewage or pipe burst outside their hospitality area in the paddock. So they had this massive amount of mud, huge hole, people working on it. This tent was erected in front of it. It's incredible. It was poetry that they're having such a torrid time, and then it just keeps on getting worse. Lawson in the garage watching Daniel spiral out of control. He will be there, and we will all be there. I'm all for the Lawson propaganda. Come on, I want him back in the car. Logan Sargent during the Australia race. He's just having to do it in his own mind. A little bit of imagination needed for Sargent this weekend. And with that, we're going to round it off for today, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.